Hey people, Intro here, Team Free For All Faction Rumble. This is the Doom of Tularis, and the purple team is Eldar. We've got two Warlocks, in fact, SuperMegaUltraPanda and Typhus. Where's he gone? There he is. These are melee spellcasters that leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Up against them, the blue team are Orks, two Mekboys, Death From Below, and JGL. These are teleporting heroes fighting in ranged combat with a bunch of orky gadgets. And rounding off the teams, in green are some Space Marines. The second is a Tech Marine, starts off in ranged combat, can get a melee loadout, supports with structures and repairs. And alongside is Chinh as an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. For those of you new to Free For All, in this mode, instead of depleting your enemy's victory points, you're trying to gain your own by holding the VPs. On this map, in particular, each team has 2 natural victory points, powered by these power supplies that can be tactically destroyed by your enemies. You'll have to pay to rebuild them if that's the case, because they get disabled when they're destroyed. And in the center, a non-powered victory point that's always up, being stolen by SuperMegaUltraPanda's Warlock using his fleet to get to the mid there. So you can, if you build up a big enough lead, you can just like camp back on one VP and still win, because it will tick up for you. You can see some fights developing in the corners of the map. Some sluggers here for JGL being forced off, but there's more on the way. Mekboy should be teleporting in on attacks, I think, to tie them up. Shooter Boy should be shooting the scouts, and sluggers should be going on the Tech Marine. But as it stands, the Mekboy is just happy to shoot. Sluggers taking tons of damage. I think these sluggers are gone. I think these sluggers are done for. Can be shot down as they retreat. Yep, sluggers wiped. What's going on in the north? Who is it? It is Chinh. Already has Sanguine Chainsword and Armor of Purity already on the way. Up against one of the Eldar players. This is SuperMegaUltraPanda's got some Howling Banshees. And Rangers. Typhus into triple Guardians here. Exodite's elite scheme. Panda using the same hand. Rangers can set up those Banshee pushes with the Kinetic Pulse. Might do it right here on the Apothecary. Getting some good shots in before that heals himself. And then that shot knocks over all of them, look. He's getting that healing on hits. Probably worth getting Purification Rites as well, right? But that's a lot to spend on your Apothecary that early. Over on the east, battle equipment coming in for Typhus as they head down the east side towards Death From Below. Wire banner goes up. Got double shooters here for some Daka. Mekboy with, mines to throw out. So we may see Rangers also for Typhus to spot those things. Teleports back to the wire banner. Should be activated here. It's not been. Early VP lead for the green Space Marine team. They've taken the mid. Probably some scouts grabbed it. Back to the east side. Grenades are dodged. In fact, some friendly fire on the Warlock knocked him over too. Sluggers pouncing. There's not a whole lot he can do about this. Oh, he could do a lucky special and wipes out the sluggers with that special. That was amazing. Percentage-based skill there. We got some... Storm Boys chasing into base from JGL. Steal the VP lead for the Space Marines very early on. And the Orcs need to grab this VP back here. Not sure why they aren't. Southwest corner. Orky turret is up, covering this wreck point. That would mess up some scouts, especially if they get close. Knob leader up on the Shooter Boys. And Storm Boys for JGL are healing up, I guess. Mekboy, he's trying to put another turret up. Getting shot. There's some aiming, what's that? And here come the sluggers to distract. Mekboy goes down, though, a little bit sloppy there from JGL. Hey, there's some Gretchens up for Death From Below. These guys are tier 1 now, if you hadn't guessed already. Support infantry, little fellas. Double Rangers here for SuperMegaUltraPanda, teaming up alongside Typhus to push down that east side. So we may see Chinh make an approach to the north and get some work done. Got some Assault Marines in play. Death Company fellas over there. Mines causing problems. The Rangers will now spot them. Howling Banshees coming in from an angle with the aspect of strength. Grenades are missed. Trying to catch the Gretchens coming in, maybe. because Death has no sluggers left after that amazing special attack we saw. They can now shoot down the mines because they can see them. What's Chinh doing? Oh, the Warlock is running interference on this north side. They're going after the natural VP of the Eldar though. Are they going to destroy it or cap it? Looks like they want to cap it at this point. Thinks they can hold on to it for a while, I guess. Some tier 2s coming in. In fact, the second with a Razorback on the way. Big pressure here from the double Eldar against poor Death from Below. I don't see any assistance coming through. JGL is still fighting against the second here, and now has a Razorback to deal with. This thing will have vehicle armor, and not a whole lot JGL can do about it in tier 1. I hear Banshees war shouting all the way into base. I don't know, base turrets, what's going on? Oh, the base turrets are really far back. So you can chase in relatively well here. 4 VPs capped for the Space Marines. They are running away with it at the moment. The Death Gun for JGL. Not an anti-vehicle weapon, so the Razorback isn't too bothered. Taken some damage along the way. Tactical Marines have their Sergeant. Oh, there's a marked target up there from the Tech Marine, and the Mekboy went down. Tier 2 for the Eldar now. Falcon coming in. Warlock back at base. Big retreat here. And the Apothecary continues to try and take this territory. Got the VP. Has a bunch of Eldar to fight now. There's the jump. Gets into the back line. Sanguine Chainsaw Apothecary goes straight after the Warlock. Trying to get some specials to knock him around. Got a few. Destructor chucks in. Are these scouts looking for a grenade? What are they up to? Just getting close for their shotguns, I suppose. The Warlock says hello with a leap, knocking down all 4 scouts there, I think. Does the other Warlock get away? Looks like it. Was that the purification rites we saw as well? It was. Look at that VP lead for the Space Marines. That's a good grenade, though. Banshees are there, and they're on the assault squad. Good heal, though, came in just the right time. Is that going to wipe the Banshees? It did not wipe the Banshees. Banshees make it out on like 12 hit points. Warlock, I think, is going to go down. Does go down. Space Marine is doing really well. Really well. Clutch heal there from the Apothecary. Tier 3 for Death from Below. There's Tier 2 for JGL and a Dreadnought on the way for the second. JGL really needs to get some anti-vehicle going. Can get... Oh, there's a revive. Can get an anti-vehicle weapon for the Mekboy. Both these guys got death guns at the moment. And Death from Below does have electric armor. That can mess up some Marines for sure, but got a Dreadnought to tackle now. This fella with 1200 hit points of vehicle armor to chew through. Eldar get their natural victory point back, and the Falcon is going to try to put some pain onto the Apothecary, I think. Are they doubling? Looks like they're doubling. Typhus is here with his full army. It looks like actually Panda's the one hanging back a bit. Oh, the second shows up to assist the Apothecary. There's marked target on the Warlock. Can they threaten this Razorback now? Because the Falcon does have some decent anti-vehicle weaponry. Both of these vehicles are allowed to jump inside and reinforce off them. Hence they being called support vehicles usually. Or transport tank, as it says here. Banshees now have their Exarch, so she gets a heavy melee spear that can threaten vehicles. Need to get close, of course. Look at the VPs. Double the VPs of the other players, the Space Marines, the other teams, I guess. Storm Boys now have their Nob Leader. He can damage vehicles, but won't really want to fight a Dreadnought. Oh, unless it gets an assault cannon. I mean, it's still painful in melee, but it won't have melee resistance at least. Then we got some Stern Guard veterans loading in some Vengeance rounds for some reason. Maybe because they were looking at the Falcon. But now they need some Hellfire to shoot the Orks with. Almost at 1,000 VPs already, the Space Marine players. One of the Ork Mech Boys is taking the mid, though. Let's see how this plays out. Sluggers can tie up the Stern Guard, maybe. Yes, they can. Aiming, what's that? Suppress them, too. And look at the Storm Boys threatening that Razorback. Can they jump after it? Nope, they're just hanging out here. And there's the barrage. You can't stop in front of a Dreadnought, fellas. Sluggers also run. And those guys got exploded quite a lot. They put some pressure on the Razorback though. Oh, the mid didn't get capped, it got decapped. On the east side, all of the Eldar are huddling together, supported by the Falcon, of course, which does have the energy field queued up for tier 3. Makes it quite a tough vehicle to deal with. Dark Creepers are up for SuperMegaUltraPanda to punish the heavily armored Space Marines. And we've got some Warp Spiders too. Awesome mobility, they can frustrate the Assault Squad. Chinh in tier 3 with a Predator tank on the way. Oh, the boys' hut. Not going to be a hut for much longer. Taken down. Got some flash gits on the field though, with their blasters. I think they don't have their git finders anymore, right? I think they took those out. They just get the range by default. Power supply being taken down, but they're also capping it, which is weird. Okay, they stopped. No, they definitely destroyed it. So it can't be capped by anyone. Over 1,000 VPs now for the Space Marines. They have this Eldar natural one as well. Attacks leveling to 2. Double Falcons for Typhus. Double Falcons with energy fields is potentially really powerful because they do good damage to all targets, can support your infantry, and as I said, they are quite tough with those shields up. More blasters for more flash gits. Stern Guard using their fast cap to try and get the mid. Pulled in on that drop pod earlier. Dreadnought's doing well on its way to level 2. Ork trying to power bash here, trying to slow down the Space Marine tech march. Chinn's got a tank and some Vanguard veterans though. So he's well into his tier 3 stuff, these guys with a bunch of power weapons. Can they threaten one of these vehicles? Well, I know they have a tank to deal with, so I'm thinking not. Yeah. Time to leave. Oh, this fella's got a beam of death gun now. What's it shooting at? Shooting at the tank. But can't shoot for long. And everyone runs. Meanwhile, in the mid, death from below. Trying to flash git blaster some stuff. They haven't really worked together that much, the Orks. Which I guess makes sense for Orks. Not a lot of teamwork, generally speaking. Expected. Other players have been working as one and supporting each other quite a lot though, the Eldar and the Space Marines. There's those double Falcons. Looted tank on the way now for JGL. Triple flash gits. Death from below. There's that electric armor. Got smacked around by the Warlock though. Space Marines now showing up. These guys still using Vengeance. They're trying to get onto the Falcons, I guess. Dreadnought is really far forward now. Falcons, what are you going to shoot at, fellas? Bit of everything, it looks like. Mainly the Stern Guard. Warlock's getting in there, tying him up. The Tech Marine, that's got a plasma gun, it looked like there. Yep. Plasma gun's in. Almost 1,300 victory points for the Space Marine players. Warlock's going to go down. Warp Spiders, what are you up to, fellas? You chucking your haywire? Well, that didn't work out. They teleported in, then took their sweet time chucking their haywire. It might have been a pathing issue. The Razorback might have been shoving them around so that model couldn't show the haywire, throw the haywire, I should say. Looked like that's what happened. We have triple Falcons now for Typhus. They didn't push against the Razorback, even though the haywire did go in. I think they could have got it down, or at least pushed it off. Space Marine sitting pretty in the mid. Meanwhile, back down to the south, we got Vanguard veterans fighting Storm Boys without their Nob leader. I mean, they do have power weapons, but that's not a great fight for them with Apothecary support in here. Level 5 Apothecary too. That's a big heal. But Flash Git showed up. So they changed these guys. I think they get knocked back on the 10th shot now, rather than having a 10% chance to knock back. Less RNG. Stern Guard getting messed up, but they are reinforcing off the Falcon. There's a Reaper barrage. Triple Falcons packing a punch, eh? Tearing through the Stern Guard there to get into the Razorback there. Can they grab the mid, the Eldar? Looks like it. Space Marines approaching 1,500 victory points now. The second with another tank on the way. Well, I say another tank. The first one was from Chinh, who does have some Terminators. with that the Cyclone missile launcher. This VP has been destroyed. Taking one of the Space Marines away until they repair it, that is. I think it's like 15 power to repair it. I always forget how much it is. Takes a little bit of time, but not too long. Can they get the Dreadnought down? They can. Beamy Death Gun got it. As impressive as these blasters look when they're firing, they do not do good damage to vehicles because they're doing psychic damage type. So very good against heavy and super heavy infantry, or infantry in general. But they don't hit vehicles for very much at all. Fire Prism now, and quad Falcons for Typhus. Awesome. 836, 668, and 1481 on the VPs. Triple cap though for the Eldar now. They're catching up. Space Marines making sure they don't lose their last VP at the moment. Some late game Gretchens for JGL. Can maybe help repair some stuff if they stay alive, that is. They are repairing loot tank. Storm Boys mixing it up. No war truck to support them though. All the way near the base here. Oh, the Knob Leader went down again. Keeps dying, that fella. But they're still alive somehow. They've run off. Still putting pressure on this VP, not letting them rebuild or recap it. Over 900 VPs now for the Eldar. Down goes the Fire Prism, sorry. Oh, there's a Las Cannon and a Las Cannon Predator. A lot of anti-vehicle firepower there. But that's a lot of Falcons. Taking down the Apothecary. Vanguard veterans jumping in. They don't have their melter bomb though, because they're Vanguard veterans. They can get a fist for free these days. Haven't done so yet. Warlock, do you have something? Nope, you've got Providence. No weapon upgrade though. What about you, Typhus? Typhus has the Witchblade of Pernus, Providence, and the Warp Throw. Can they take down this tank? They can. Another Falcon on the way to replace the one that Typhus, I think, lost. Yep. Lost back there. Oh, and another Fire Prism is in. It's going to be tough to deal with this many Falcons with a bunch of repair support. 980, 779, and 1512 on the VP. Still a big VP lead for the Space Marines. You need to repair this, my fella. You can't cap it. This one's also broken. So the Space Marines have no VPs whatsoever. Quad flash kits now for death from below. A bunch of them are quite damaged though. Where are you guys retreating to? Rocks is dropped in. One way to put some hurt on the Falcons. That was some death from below. JGL has maxed out the red counter. Oh, almost. They're at 990. Eldar are doing well. They're quite mobile with all these Falcons and Fire Prisms and stuff. Okay, they have rebuilt that power supply there. Storm Boys continue to be a big pain in the arse. With some headbutts going in there. Now they jump out. And retreat. I thought they were going to go try and break the power supply again. Mekboy's fallen over. Tech Marine is repairing stuff. What about this one? This one's still broken. They're still under lots of pressure from the Eldars. I don't think they want to rebuild it yet. Quad Falcons are back. Don't know if you want to hang out on the little bridge though, fellas. Trying to bash the power here. You'd think it would be a quick bash before the Falcons can get their angles in to shoot. There we go. Space Marines up against it, against that Eldar blob, that's for sure. What else is going on? What's this in the southeast? Just a bunch of Orks mobilizing. They still have the mid. JGL though down to 2 units. Hand dropper rocks. Up over 1,000 VPs now, the Eldar. But it's the Orks with the triple cap. Okay, this is being rebuilt, as you can see. And they get straight back on it again. Opening up against the Vanguard. Level 3 Vanguard. Well over 2,000 hit points. And now Panda with Seer Council on the way. Tank busters for JGL. He's had enough of all these Eldar vehicles. Far too sparkly for his liking. Vanguard veterans jump. There's that knockback. Don't have the fist though. Against all these vehicles, they don't have the fist. What did they get suppressed by? Was that just a sheer weight of firepower that suppressed them there? Looked like it. Witchblade of Kurnus on the way for Panda. Vanguard veterans won't like that. Look at these orcs coming in from an angle. Oh, they're breaking the power supply of the Eldar. Now the Eldar have no victory points. Here's the Seer Council though. A squad of Warlocks with Witchblades. Now can jump on you like that and provide a 15% damage resistance aura to ranged fire. All these guys will benefit if they're close enough to that blue aura you see. Hard to see on the snow though. Look at the resources of Panda. Maybe we'll see an avatar soon. Kicking off on the Space Marine natural victory point here. It's still green for the Space Marines. Tank Bus is trying to get in there. Storm Boy's in there, of course. Can they get it? Probably not. Well, this guy's gone to a big shooter. Or did he always have a big shooter? Was it always this fellow who had the beamy death gun? Space Marines back with a triple cap here. They got the mid. They stole the mid somehow. And look at this. They're trying to cap the Eldar's natural. And they might be able to do it. Because there's no Eldar around. They're all mobbing over here. Trying to put a dent into the Orks, I think. Space Marines they have to worry about, though. Space Marines approaching 1,700 VPs. They just lost 2 VPs. Oh, no. They just went to a quad. Little ×4 there that I missed. Well, Eldar need to turn around, I think, and shoot some Space Marines up. Is that the Apothecary still down? It is. It's a Tech Marine up to. Go revive him. Are they going to cap this or shoot this? I think they need to destroy it and get back to the Space Marines. Looks like maybe they're doing that. Coming through the mid first, up against a couple of Space Marine vehicles. Missile launch attacks as well. These guys with vengeance rounds. Avatar on the way for Panda. Can they focus down these Space Marine vehicles? That Falcon is taking huge hits. A little bit sloppy there from Panda. The others weren't even firing. There we go. Now they're focusing down the Razorback a bit. Level 4 Razorback though. Can they get the decap, those Guardians? Oh, Eldritch. Mostly dodged. JGL still hasn't dropped to rocks from what I can see. Chinh just got some more Terminators in. Avatar still coming. Another Falcon from Typhus. This is a Venerable or Terminators? It's Terminators for the second. They can power fist down the Falcons maybe who are trying to hunt down the Predator. Cyclone. It's a pretty good Cyclone hit. The tank survived somehow. That Falcon did not survive. Another one may go down as well. Throws up the shield, but it's not enough. Predator comes back in with the last cannon and gets the kill. There's the Avatar of Cain now. Providing some awesome buff to surrounding allied infantry. And it's a powerful combatant. Look at the Space Marines though, approaching that 2,000 VPs with a single cap. I think it's all they need if they can hold it. I think it's all they need. Seer Council doing what they can. Not sure what happened to the Dark Creepers along the way. Bleeding Doom. A little bit of friendly fire there. And there's Vanguard veterans in retreat path. Oh, they jumped out of it though to harass the Warlock. Mid is... oh, it's blue for the Orks. What's going on over here? Orks having a go at the Space Marines VP. They're trying to take it out with flash kits. But they get Cyclone barraged. And a single Terminator helps to hold the line there. Still got that single VP, the Space Marines. Warlock chops up some Orks. Eldar holding this. Can they assault the mid now and get a triple? would it even be enough? Did they have to get the Space Marines down to 0? Nob squad is up for JGL. Got some more Gretchens as well. They put a boy's hat. Still haven't dropped their nuke or anything. Nobs from Death from Below as well. And what is this? 6 flash kit squads. Avatar. Looked like it was getting ready to do a Wailing Doom there, but we're just standing around. And we got some advanced healing going on. And an orbital on the bridge. Las Cannon slows this guy down. Tank gets a good shot. And down it goes. So much for being tough, eh? Not tough enough. Up to 1991 VPs, the Space Marines. They got to take this power supply down. Even if it means losing another Falcon, they got to do it. Okay, down it goes. Up to 1997 VPs though. Nothing is capped the mid right now. Predator goes down. Orks coming in to flank the Eldar. Or maybe help keep the Space Marines at bay. You have the Ork in the on the west side, messing up some Space Marine stuff as well down here. With a War Banner and the Nob squads on some Ork turrets and stuff. The second is kind of pinned back. Eldritch. Double Falcons trading with the Terminators. Warlock is in. He's only level 3. There's that advanced healing keeping the Terminators up. That's a crazy heal. Look at that. Can they get a single VP cap, the Space Marines, at some point? Battle Wagon is on the field for JGL. Another Falcon hits the field as well. Panda's got to spend resources, so just drops in an Autarch. Goes after the Apothecary. What level is that guy? Level 8 Apothecary. He's got a big fat heal on him. Really good pressure here from Typhus. And from Panda. Avatar doing great work. Level 4 Vanguard veterans, yeah, Autarch gets away from those fellas. Avatar on retreats. Can he kill one? Nope. Orks on the triple cap. Double cap for the Eldar. That scout was just trying to grab that VP there. They just need a few seconds of a single cap. Sneaky scouts going for this VP maybe? Oh, I think they're going for this one perhaps. But that was broken. Orks need to surely rebuy that and cap it. They'd have a quad cap if they did that. Level 4 mech has what now? Mega Rumbler and the super tough beam. To support that Nob squad most likely. Scouts still on the prowl. Looking for an easy to cap VP, maybe this one. Can they sneak through? Space Marines really up against it now. The Orks have grown. Their presence has grown hugely here. Cyclone. Cyclone is so good. Go see a council. What are you waiting for, fellas? There you go. Chop some things up. There's those inspirations on kill when the Terminators kill some Eldar fellas. Battle Wagon shows up. Storm Boy's jumping in. Nob squad on the other side too. Can the Space Marines get a cap? Not right now they can't. Is that the Nob squad leveling? Level 2 Nob squad. Another Falcon on the way for Typhus. What just blew up there? Oh, they got it. Where was it? It was up here, look. The scouts snuck through. Well played the second, I didn't even notice. And they grabbed that VP. Awesome stuff. We had level 3 and level 4 Warlocks. Looks like we have the Heart of Darkness at the end. Level 5 and 5 mechs. The Orcs started really slowly, but really powered through with the Flash Kit Blob and the couple of Nob squads that were marching around. And the Space Marines started strong, teamed up on at the end, but the scouts got it done. These guys were also decapping here, so maybe that would have been enough because the Orcs were deflected to the mid. Level 8 Tech Marine and a level 8 Apothecary. with customized Stormbolter at the end. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this team free-for-all, and I'll see ya next time.